Good morning.
From Ísafjörður, Iceland. We've made it.
We have.
Now, one quick little fun fact about today is we were supposed to be tendering in today. Apparently, Holland had booked a tender slot. But we got good news yesterday.
We got to dock.
Yeah, nobody ended up booking the pier, and we are fully docked today.
Makes things much easier.
It does.
Yeah.
Now, our grand adventure for today is Vigur Island, which I hear is a good place for birds, and I know a lady who likes birds.
Me too.
That's her. We booked it through Iceland Highlights, but it's not until 1 o'clock. So I think we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday. Show you the bird tour first, but we're going to jump off, walk around town and all that stuff, and we'll show you that part second.
It's supposed to be awesome. There's a few people who've already done it on the ship, and they're like, oh, it's going to be so good. And I think this company is like one of the only ones that can set foot on the island rather than just doing a scenic cruise around it. So super hyped for that.
That's right. Do the real deal. You need to get off on the island and explore.
There's lots to do.
Yeah. So we've already gotten up, gone to the gym, had breakfast, all that good stuff, and let's roll out.
Come on.
Our gangway is deck A forward once again. Our temperatures today are upper 50s, maybe breaching into the lower 60s. We should have sunshine all over the place.
It's a little colder than yesterday.
Well, there's a little welcome building. We are going to exit through this structure. Well, we are seeing and hearing the Arctic terns already. They are quite the territorial birds.
Yeah.
So our tour should depart from somewhere in this same marina as the cruise ships. We'll cut to that part now once we've figured that out. So as a point of reference, there are the ships. The beautiful, elegant Volendam and something that's out of Longyearbyen? Is that how you say that? Up by Lake Svalbard. Wow.
Polar bears.
Wow. And then this red building is the meeting spot for the tours. And I'm pretty sure one of these might actually be our vessel. Doesn't get much closer than that. Well, we are all checked in, getting ready to load up. Now, we did run into some folks who did this tour this morning, and they said they saw whales out on the water. They did see plenty of birds over on the island.
Puffins.
Oh, yeah. So we're excited for it. Looks like this will be our ride for the day. It's about a 30-minute haul over to Vigur Island. Oh, we get a little bit of a mountain climb in. I see. We got to climb up to the top deck to maybe go down to the bottom deck. Well, I guess you got the option to actually sit on the top deck, too. I think we will do just that so we can get all the views as we sail away. They do have blankets available if needed, so we grabbed a blanket.
So nice.
Here is Vigur Island. So yeah, just over a half-hour ride. I think about 10 people live here. It looks like we are unloading from the bottom. We have already seen puffins, we have already seen lots of other kind of birds, and we haven't even gotten started yet. Now we've met up with our guide here for the island. Well, so it sounds like there might only be 3 residents right now. It's one family who owns and maintains the island. We have to make sure we try to stay as a group, stay on the paths. The wildlife is used to us being in certain areas, and that's why they're sort of comfortable with people, because there's a certain set of rules for us to play by so that we can peacefully coexist. There's a little peek back at the floating dock, which is how we got ashore. We're seeing black guillemots and learning about other things we might see on the island. Now, I saw some nice boardwalks and stuff. We're starting out on this stone. Clankety clank. Got a windmill up there. Yeah, this is cute. Can we move here and help maintain this island? There goes the midday tour, folks. So they dropped us off, picked them up. I think they had an 11:30 tour. So yeah, that's about the right timing, because we left at 1, got here just after 1:30. So yeah, off they go.
But we have a lot of human history too. People have been living here for over 1,000 years.
Oh, this boat came here in 1820.
And this document simply says a very large, very old boat.
Fun fact, they can fit 18 sheep in this boat, we just learned. Handy.
Initially it had one mast. Enough about the boat for now. On the hill here is our windmill. This is Iceland's only historic windmill.
Iceland's only historic windmill, apparently, and it was used to grind grain from Denmark, because they can't really grow it here at the Arctic Circle. Now, one of the primary activities these days for this island is eider down. They have the ducks here, and the family is in charge of collecting, I guess processing, selling down. And that's how they make their living.
But he says they don't touch them. I guess they just collect it when it comes off of them naturally, because the ducks don't want to be touched.
Right, no, I guess they molt and they just collect the down. Looks like they're growing some greens out here. There's an old water pump. I guess this is where all the eider down action happens. A little short. There we have it. We can get down with that.
Yeah, when you think about farming and animals in the same sentence, usually it means animals in pens or cages or something like that. But here, that's absolutely not the case. The eiders are all wild. We never touch the eiders. We don't pluck them or anything like that. We get the eider down from the nests.
So they collect it, clean it, run it through machines like this to make sure it's just down, pick out all the feathers. And he said in the process they get rid of bird fleas, which could potentially affect the chicks. So hey, it's pretty beneficial. Now we're going to head over to Puffin Path, I think I heard, so that's exciting. Oh, we can see them in the distance. There were some on the rocks up here, but I guess the bad thing about being in the back of the group, they got scared away. Let's come up and see what we can see. Welcome to the top of the world. So we do have quite a few puffins in the water. Some of the earlier tour group folks said that you could see whales from this island, so we're keeping an eye out there too. Yeah, we've seen a few more puffins just pop randomly out of the grass and fly toward the ocean. Mostly we're seeing ducks, but you are cute. Alright, one possible picture of the puffin flying away. We're going to use it. Whether it's blurry or not, we're going to use it.
No, when we first got here, I did zoom in on the rocks.
Oh, true. Alright, well, he said there's one more chance, a place here where we might see some more puffins, but the ones here I think all flew away. Looks like we're going off-road, off boardwalk. So this building serves as the cafe where we are going to have some complimentary snacks, including cake and coffee, but he has told us how to possibly go find these other puffins. Apparently it is over by the windmill, which is actually where Dee got her very first pictures of puffins when we first stepped off the boat. So hey,
they're very far away.
We'll go look again as I kick rocks. My gosh, it's a puffin palooza out here. Okay. Well, yeah, hopefully folks don't get too close.
Editing Jay will just have to zoom in more.
Actually, real time Jay is going to break out the 4x zoom camera because woo, we can get closer. Let's come get a slightly different, slightly closer angle, shall we? These are model puffins.
They are moving, so, you know, they're real.
Oh, these aren't the animatronic ones?
He's kind of like
oh, he's doing a little dance.
Oh, that's cute. How many pictures of puffins can we have?
42 and a half.
Probably about that many. Look at them all in the water.
Oh, I didn't even look out there. Okay. All right, let's switch back over to the stable camera. Oh yeah, they're all over the place on this grassy hillside. We'll take a closer peek at the actual windmill while we're here. I think he said it's still got some of the, like, original stones. Still works, I guess. All right, it's snack time. So I think we're in for a happy marriage cake or a variation thereof, and probably a hot beverage. I think the tour description referred to this building as the Old Cow House. Very nice. There is our cake table. We've got restrooms. I see the coffee machines over there. Fresh whipped cream, homegrown rhubarb. Yes, please. Included with the tour. Also, yes, please. They also have quite the cute little shop over here, including, oh my gosh, stuffed puffins, puffin tote bags, and postcards, and a little mailbox where you can actually have your stuff mailed, I guess, from Vigur Island. Smallest post office in Europe. They've got Gordon Ramsay approved salt and, of course, homemade rhubarb jam. I see there's a little bit more about today's cake. Rhubarb cake with a Vigur twist. That was delightful. We're going to spend the rest of our time puttering around out here in the yard with Photos by Dee taking all those bird pictures until it's time to load up.
How do I sign up to live here?
Not sure.
It's so beautiful. It's cold, but it's so cool. And I think they said you can actually come stay here for one night.
Oh.
Somebody on our boat told us that. Don't know if it's factual though. Cool.
Sign us up.
Yeah.
They've got some interesting equipment out here. Like, this looks like you would pick that bar up and walk around in a circle. I've seen things like that that would be like a mill, but this appears to be some way maybe to get your boat out of the water. Like a winching system. Oh gosh, we found the fat duck feeding area. Look at y'all. Oh, they're like, wait a minute, sir, look at you. Hey, that's rude.
I didn't hear him say that.
Don't make me come down there. Get it, Eider, down? No, okay. Yeah, we've seen a few that are nesting around the island. Yeah, sitting right there on your little down nest.
So sweet.
So they take the down out and replace it with hay. And it doesn't really have any ill effect other than kind of cleaning the nest up a little bit. Not that that's an ill effect, but you know what I mean. Gotta get a few more puffin peaks before we get out of here, too. Well, we have good news and bad news. Good news is, there's our ride, coming to take us back, so we're not going to miss the ship. Bad news is, we have to leave this island. Alright, quick, get that last minute bird looking in. Oyster catchers, guillemots. Or I heard they just rang a bell up by the cafe. I guess that means, hey, your ride's here. One at a time down the gangplank. Because it's a gangplank down the ramp. I think we'll go inside the cabin this time. Well, this will be delightfully warm and lovely. And we're off. All right, let's queue up Photos by Dee, round one. welcome back to land. For the strolling portion of our day, we're actually just going to head straight down here to the water on the other side opposite from the cruise ships.
Getting those steps in.
That's
whenever
right.
you can. Plus, it's beautiful.
Did you hear that? She said, I'm beautiful.
You are.
Oh, I think she's talking about Iceland, not me. Here are the first main set of buildings that you will encounter as you come off the ship. I think we're going to bear to the left because I see water over there. So the goal of this portion of the day is going to be to see some birds. Now, of course, I'm sure we saw a bajillion birds in the portion of the video you've already seen. So
never enough.
You're like, more birds? Yes, more birds.
Hopefully.
Well, we ended up having to cut through this little section of buildings anyway, actually, because the trail did not continue right by the water. There we found the water again. Oh yeah, we can see over to the that observation deck, they call it, that we climbed up last time we were here. Right over there, if you remember, we did the pony farm tour and the waterfall, came back, got dropped off at the roundabout on that side of town, and whoop, right up that thing. Well, Dee went to the top. I didn't quite go all the way to the top. Well, this looks to be a boat ramp. If we wind our way over here, we'll come to a proper road that leads us around this water. There, we've done it. So this road will basically take you anywhere you want to go. Hop like a block over and you'll be in the heart of town. Stay over here and you can do all the bird looking and boat looking you want to do. Well, we were bird looking and then he took a dive. I'm assuming he's got to come back up sometime. There you are, friend. Now, the main flaw with this plan is that there doesn't really seem to be a sidewalk right by the water. It's road and rocks. So, in order to walk around, you do have to jump over a little bit toward town, because they have a sidewalk over there.
We'll look at it from afar.
That's true.
It's all good.
Here, just past the gas station, is the main roundabout of town that I mentioned earlier. Oh, yeah, we can see the church. I know the culture house is over there too. There is the culture house, white with a green roof. And a little closer peek at the church. Let us hang a U-turn and we will walk the cute street back through town. Let's go look at some more water. We love water.
Never gonna know.
Just down here by a very cute church. Boom. Water. We're on a peninsula, so it is easy to find water. They've got a proper walking path out here. Oh yeah, I can smell that sea air, the faint aroma of fish.
It smells good.
Smells good. Back to our town stroll. There be the pharmacy in case you need any needs. There's Ice Mart, Icewear. She was lured in by merino wool.
I really want to start looking at that for my wardrobe. Like, it's expensive up front, but it's worth it from what I'm understanding.
I'm lured in by socks, except for, of course, I think these are lady socks, and they're just all solid colors, so I see some on the back wall, but not too exciting. Yeah, these are functional socks. I'm only in the market for non-functional novelty socks, okay? Back out in the world. There's a bike rental place, and they show you a bunch of trails that you can go do. Not today.
It's cool, though.
Oh, the sweaters are calling. Yeah, they were running about $150 to $200 US, I think, over in the other shop.
This is 32,000.
32,000 krona. Okay.
I don't know.
And it's like a 130 to 1 conversion rate there.
I cannot do that.
Can't divide by 130 real quick. Now, that's why I got my calculator. Well, we've come across the tour provider office because we want to make sure exactly where we're going to be loading up today. Of course, you will have already seen us load up, but we, in the future, in the past, are going to find that out. Well, we've got that sorted. Now we're going to try to find maybe a little lunch before we hit the water. Let's investigate. Oh, they have got homemade bread going on. Lots of sweet, savory sandwiches. Okay, we're in business. I like the aesthetic in here. This is very cute. So we're getting our stuff prepared now. Nice little lunch before we head out. We are starting off with a couple of iced lattes because, yes, please, I'm always team iced no matter what the weather.
The two different ones.
Oh, yeah. And as for food, they do open-faced sandwiches. So we got a couple of avocado toasts, nice little poached egg on top. I think our whole meal is about 30 US. That was just what we needed. So a quick stop by the restroom, and I think we'll be good to go. Nature D wants to pet the cat.
Hi. So cute.
You found the friendliest resident.
I said I wanted to see a cat today.
Yep, D had that on the bucket list. See a cat today, so.
Ate amazing bread.
Oh, yeah.
A cat.
Yeah, that homemade bread was nice. Funny, then we just ran into Cat, the cocktail piano player from the ship. So we've seen a cat and we saw Cat. Well, I guess it's about time to queue up Photos by D 2.0. Here it comes. Welcome home. Quack.
Good evening.
Freshness and cleanness and birdness. Let's back it up. Actually, we can talk about our whole day, but specifically birds.
I'm wearing the same thing. But anyway, freshness and cleanness. Oh, no. So, birds, amazing. What a cool little island. I guess it's an island where only one family lives, but that's cool. I need to figure out how to get in on that.
Yeah, I didn't figure that out yet. We'll work on it.
We saw everything, though, including puffins, which is pretty rare because another group went earlier and they didn't see quite as many. So I don't know what it is about the timing we were there. It was not me.
Magic D.
No.
D.
It was awesome. It's not a very big place, but there's such a variety of birds to check out. The boat ride over was extremely smooth. The Happy Marriage cake was really good. Coffee was excellent.
Had 2 cups.
It was just a super fun day and something different that we've never done before that I loved.
Me too. So I think we might have said before, but this is the only vendor that lets you actually get off and walk around the island. So I'll put the link in the description if you want to do the cool thing.
Fun fact, I don't know if we mentioned it, but the ship did offer the same tour.
Oh, yeah.
It's like half price. A little more than half. Yeah. A little less than half price. But anyway, if you book direct. So always book direct.
Same story as yesterday's video.
It is. But you save quite a bit. And then you're giving it all to them.
Yeah, it's rare, well, sort of, to find a vendor that you can book independently that also does ship tours. Usually the ships will contract them out completely. So it's funny, 2 ports in a row. We seem to have found that vendor, but you can get in without paying them ship prices.
It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even let you talk about outfit of the day because it's all repeat stuff.
Oh, yeah, no. It's what I wore off the ship, but it's all Old Navy. There you go.
That's it. So
and the necklace I bought in France? No, Portugal. Excuse me.
There you go. So if you see something you like, it was Old Navy except the necklace. Yo, let's get out of here. Dinner man. He's a mighty, mighty good man. is done. Ooh, it is foggy out there now. Anyway, we are here for lightning trivia. I hear the foghorn blowing out there every now and then. It's like pea soup. Dutch pea soup. Well, we stayed in there and listened to a little bit of Grace's Musical Monday set. Oh, now we're browsing the deals. Anyway, it's time to head up to the show. Oh, the first show is actually still going on, so we'll hang out in here for a second and get a good spot when the audience leaves. So we got a port talk coming up next, but then we have a cello and vocalist duo.
Please welcome out to the stage, Brandon and James.
Cello there. Back in the cabin, we have found our paperwork for tomorrow. Yes, we do have a mandatory immigration inspection as we get ready to leave Europe. And some paperwork and some chocolates. Oh, I don't know if I want to sleep or relax. Maybe I'll eat them both.
Good night.
Woohoo! All right, let's jump back and talk about the show and dinner. You know how it goes. So, music galore.
Yeah, Brandon and James. One of them, I don't know who's who, I'm sorry.
Me neither.
Was on America's Got Talent, and I feel like I remember that. I remember his voice. Such an operatic voice. And then pairing that with the beautiful music of the cello and the piano, because they're multi-instrumentalists. So beautiful.
Yeah, nice. It was a range of music, too.
Yeah.
There was pop stuff, there was classical stuff. I like the little medley where it was like the Fur-Elise bled over into a whole bunch of other different songs, and that was funny.
Very creative.
I'll see how much of that editing Jay got to put in without getting in copyright trouble.
The shows have been so good.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You know what else is good? Dinner. So I would try to find a weird segue. You had some salmon flowers.
They were salmon rosettes, but they actually had like a shrimp and some caviar in them. So it's a little bit different preparation. Super salty because smoked salmon tends to be, but really, really nice.
I had, now this said coconut crusted meatballs. This was one meatball, but it's a delightful meatball. I don't even remember what meat it is, but it is a white meatball. Sauce, lovely. A little bit of spice from the oil on the plate. Red onion down in there to make it zingy. There is, oh yeah, Fig's Feta Rocket, our favorite. We talk about this every time.
I feel like I keep forgetting, like when I order this, it's not a salad. It's really good, don't get me wrong. The feta is creamy and delicious, and the figs are good, but like the rocket is where it falls off.
There's 3 leaves.
2 little pieces of lettuce.
So. Yeah, it's good. I get it because of the feta. I usually don't get it, is the funny thing. This is one of my rare times of ordering it.
I don't care for like the yogurt sauce. I really don't know that it needs it, but otherwise it's delicious.
I'm just there for the feta, and I do like figs, so hey. Entrees, what is that?
Sole puttanesca. Oh. So it's a piece of fish sole with like a buttered pasta and puttanesca sauce. And there was something very spicy in it because it caused my lips and my tongue to like swell up. I thought I was allergic to something for a moment, but I feel like it was just a reaction of some sort of chili I've never had. I'm okay then.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was good.
You got better.
Yeah.
I got the stuffed cabbage roll. Like, I feel like this is kind of a play on the that I can't say correctly, that Polish dish that has an L in it that you don't say. They didn't call it that tonight, but it was a very similar feel. Maybe sauced a little differently. Good though. You know I love stuff stuffed in stuff, and when that stuff is meat,
even better.
Even better. Veggie bowl, it was tomato, it was cabbage, which is funny because I already had cabbage, so I'm really cabbaged up. Lucky us. There's your dessert.
Manchester tart. Tiny little, cute little pie shell with raspberry and bananas and some sort of whipped cream on top. It's adorable, and it's very tasty.
I love when you get a whole pie all to yourself,
so cute.
even though it's small. And I had, oh my gosh, what were the words? There was like coffee, there was, I think it basically was cheesecake with coffee flavor and an Oreo crust. Boom, I don't even need to talk about it. It was amazing. So anytime you can put coffee and an Oreo together, especially,
yeah,
I'm there. Mint Oreos and coffee Oreos are probably my favorite.
Yummy.
That's it, y'all. We're done talking for the night, so.
I was just going to say, great day. Again, Iceland does not disappoint ever.
No, and guess what? We got more Iceland tomorrow. So
lots of it.
After we get through the immigration thing and we can get out and about in Reykjavik, we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, so go with us.
Good night.
Bye.